fans, we're at a standstill with the Brandon Aiyuk situation. It looks like we might be getting closer to a resolution. Ian Rappaport, I mean, it's kind of where it's been, but it seems like it's going to figure out what's going to happen here. So, how's it going, everybody? First and foremost, what is going on? Brandon Aiyuk, there's a latest update on him. This is according to Ian Rappaport. The Steelers and the 49ers have a deal on a potential trade, and Pittsburgh is in a good place on an Aiyuk contract, according to Ian Rappaport and his sources. If the 49ers give the sign-off, it's done. All the Niners have to do is agree to it. San Francisco has an offer to Brandon Aiyuk on a long-term deal for him to stay, but he has not accepted. That's where we're at. It's a literal standstill. Brandon Aiyuk, they gave him an offer. Here you go. He hasn't accepted it. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the 49ers shook hands. Okay, we got a deal. But the 49ers are like, hold up. Let's see if BA wants to stay. We got to see if he wants to stay. It's kind of where they're at. It's like Niners and the Steelers. Steelers are like, cool, we love it. Here you go. This is what we're offering, but we don't know what they're offering. Obviously, the details will probably come out eventually. It will see the light of day eventually. And Brandon Aiyuk, offers there. Here you go. Take the money. But we don't know what they're offering. So we don't know what Brandon Aiyuk's being offered, and we don't know what the Steelers are offering the 49ers. But they're both waiting for the button to say, yes, go. It's like that meme where the guy's like, there's two buttons, and it's like one option and the other. That's really where we're at right now. The 49ers are like, Brandon Aiyuk's like, what are we going to do? What we got? Do you guys want Pickens? Do you want Minkah Fitzpatrick? I've heard a lot of stuff. Minkah Fitzpatrick would be nice. 49ers do want a wide receiver. They do want Minkah Fitzpatrick probably, but I don't think the Steelers are going to give up Minkah Fitzpatrick and and Pickens. I don't think they want to give up Pickens. I think they want to put Pickens and BA together in this trade package if this is what's going to happen. I don't think they trade Pickens to the Niners. I know the Niners probably want Pickens. I would love Minkah Fitzpatrick. Are you fucking kidding me? Minkah Fitzpatrick with the Niners defense? Sheesh. We missed out on him once. Let's not miss out on him a second time. I get it. We need a wide receiver. I would love to replace BA. But if they're not going to give up Pickens, Minkah Fitzpatrick is a very good consolation prize. There's a lot of rumors out there. Minkah, Fred Warner, Talanoa Hufanga, Jair Brown, Nick Bosa. Dre Greenlaw when he comes back. I mean, that's what we need. He's a very good player in the secondary. That man carries Pittsburgh defense. He carries that defense pretty damn good. A good defense makes up for a lack of offense. The 49ers have a good offense. CMC, Kittle, Deebo. We all know Deebo's going to credit. Maybe Rich Purcell get healthy and be a dog this year. We got a good team. Juwan Jennings looks like he could take that, ascension up. JJ Jennings, or Juwan Jennings, JJ, wide receiver too. Maybe he takes that leap. I don't know, but I am refreshing my phone just as much as you. Jeez. This is crazy. Brandon Aiyuk just signed the deal. Let it happen. Let the 49ers keep you or trade you. Something has to come today. Like, this is getting out of control. My man, JC, the rise of my dog, JJ, is here. Oh, we posted that up. That's a post. As soon as it happens, if Brandon Aiyuk does get traded, I don't want him to get traded, to be honest. I want BA to say I want him. But if they do, for a fact, your boy Roger and the rise of Juwan Jennings is upon us. That's a scheduled post. The rise of Juwan Jennings is upon us. It's going to happen. I want BA, though. Calvin Austin and a second. I don't want to be Calvin. I just hope the Niners, if they do make this trade, I know it's like a last-ditch effort to get rid of him. They could have done this in the draft, but didn't materialize. I just hope they don't get fleeced. I hope the Niners don't get bamboozled. I hope they don't get barn buckled. I hope they just don't get dog waddled here, whatever the names you want to come up. I hope they don't get fleeced. I don't want the 49ers to get sog swashed. I'm just making up words now. I love it. I just hope they don't get bamboozled. That's a good one. Bamboozled. That's a real one. Trade them for draft picks, but not a first rounder. John and Kyle should never be given a first round pick. Pete Parker, honestly, their first round picks are kind of Second round picks kind of Not always. Not all of them. Deebo is a good second round pick. But lately, some of these picks have been Honestly, 49ers need to get a wealth of draft picks and a very good player. Minkah Fitzpatrick, a second and a third round. I'm good. A second and a third round, and a Minkah Fitzpatrick. I'll be cool with it. My man JC says, "Do you think Lynch has a pending trade with the second team, and now they're just letting everyone letting thing? Maybe. I've heard rumors. There's a third team. It could be. I mean, that's like NBA. I just don't see it in the NFL happening. Just to have three teams involved in a trade. If it does, that's like unheard of. That's NBA status, where you get the third team, drop some cash in it, get a compensatory pick or whatever, and then they agree to terms with the two main teams. They use a third team for like cash. I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen in the NFL here, the way that salary cap set up, and just teams want something for themselves. But I don't think it's going to happen. I've heard the rumors though that there is a third team potentially in the mix. Who knows? That if they did that, this would be the craziest trade of all time. Like honestly, this could literally be the craziest trade of all fucking time, dude. Cash consideration is wild, dude. Hassan Reddick. Yo, imagine my boy says, Kevin says, yo, throw the Jets in there. Let the Niners get Hassan Reddick. Let BA go to the Steelers. What the Jets gonna get? What are you gonna get? They got to get something out of this. I don't know. It's a crazy situation. Oh, Freemuth, that tight end, he's good. I want Minkah. I want if the Niners are gonna be getting something for the Steelers. I mean, they ain't gonna get up TJ Watt. I want I want Minkah. Y'all are crazy. Hassan Reddick, third team. This is why we can't be doing trade. Man, we can't be GM. If one of us was GMs, imagine. Yo, this is Raj, GM of the 49ers. Hey, Steelers, I know we got a deal. I'm going to slide in a third team, all right? Shall we? Yeah, I got him on three-way. We coming. Yo, Robert Salah, he's the head coach of the Jets. Yo, you guys don't like Hassan Reddick. Can we make this a three-way trade? Yeah, bet. All right, Hassan Reddick, he doesn't want to play here. Who are we sending him to? Send him to the Niners. Okay. Brandon Aiyuk, he don't want to play here. Who we going to? Send him to the Steelers. The Jets are like, what do we get? Oh, you can have a draft pick, bro. Come on, man. Oh, man. Blood Moon says, let's think about that. If we get Minkah, Huff stays our numbers. But that's the problem with Hufanga. I love him. He's getting his knee checked tomorrow, but he's coming off of ACL, and it's unfortunate. If you got to prepare for the future. We know Mustafa's there. He's the young buck. You got to have safeties out there. You got to have secondary. We might be able to still keep Hufanga, but you also want insurance for Talanoa Hufanga, who's coming off an ACL injury, right? And he's still not been in there. It's smart. Yeah, maybe Minkah's days are numbered, or maybe Hufanga's days would be numbered if they get Minkah, but I don't know 100%. You just need someone in there to kind of help out, alleviate pressure. Can you imagine Jair Brown, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Talanoa Hufanga, and Mustafa? And a lot of those guys are very versatile. They could play different spots. Like Mustafa could probably drop in, play linebacker on some drives, and also it helps keep Hufanga fresh. You rotate these guys. I don't know. I think Minkah Fitzpatrick would be a fantastic signing for the 49ers. But whew, Salvador says, the thing is, doesn't Hassan Reddick want a contract? Yeah, that's the thing why it just wouldn't make sense. And that's why I'm saying, like, you can't just have three teams in the NFL because one team would have to extend to one player, another team would. It's too much logistics. The NBA, you can do it because one team's just, oh yeah, we're just here to drop some cash, make it rain. We'll take a draft. We'll take a draft pick in 7 years. We'll take a guy that's in middle school right now. Like, think about that. The NBA is crazy because they get these like future draft picks. Like I can't remember the trade, but there was like a trade where the team got, I think it was the Thunder. They get a draft pick in like 2030. Like in elementary school or middle school, like whoever's eventually going to be that draft pick, you're literally getting. If you think about it, they're getting like an elementary school kid or a middle school kid. Crazy, but that's how the NBA rolls. NFL you can't do that. What are we gonna get? Get a young Grok? What's that? Young Grok, that little 13-year-old, viral high school boy, young Grok. Come on, that's like you're waiting to draft him in 6 years. It's not gonna happen. So, Ryan says, "Don't tell Drake." Yeah, Blood Moon. I think we flipped the trade. The third team. That'd be crazy, man. I just don't see it happening. Callie says, "I think the Jets, Baby Gronk, that's his name. I think the Jets said they are not traded. They said they're not. Yeah, Anthony said, "What's going on?" So let's recap, baby Gronk. That's it. Let's recap. So according to Ian Rappaport, these are the latest. It's the latest news on Brandon Aiyuk, 49ers great wide receiver here. So this is what he tweeted out about 24 minutes. We're looking at update on Brandon Aiyuk. The Steelers and the 49ers have a deal on a potential trade, and Pittsburgh is in a good place on the Aiyuk contract, sources say. If San Francisco gives the final sign off, it's done. 49ers have an offer to Aiyuk on a long-term deal for him to stay. He hasn't accepted. That's what's going on. Deanna Rossini also. Let's see what Deanna Rossini, Athletic Insider, says that the Pittsburgh Steelers have been waiting for days to hear from the San Francisco 49ers on a possible trade for Brandon Aiyuk. The Steelers are just in wait and see mode. So the Steelers have been waiting. Like they offered their shit to the Niners. They said, here's what we have, here's what we got. And they've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And then today the 49ers said, you know what, this is what we got. We want the deal. We just have to say yes or no. We like the deal. That's kind of where we're at. It's kind of where we're at. So, this is crazy. So the Pittsburgh Steelers been waiting days to hear from the 49ers on a possible. They've been waiting. They've been sitting by the phone. They've been refreshing like the Steelers have been refreshing their phones just like you and me, ladies and gentlemen. They have been waiting on edge to hear from John Lynch. That's what's going on. So today's the 49ers day off. So on their day off, they got some time today. They got some time to figure it out. Make a decision. But that's what's going on. What do you think we get in return? I don't know, Saha. The rumors I keep hearing, Minkah, wide receiver, Calvin Austin, Van Jefferson, something like that. Draft picks, probably a second and a third. I have no clue. I just hope the Niners don't get bamboozled, dog watered. I hope they don't get trashed. So. I don't know. People are saying Pickens. I don't know if it's going to be Pickens because the Steelers said themselves that they don't want to give up Pickens, but things can change. We don't know. We don't know how much the Niners are offering Brandon Aiyuk. What is he going to? What's he pending on? What's he pending? We don't know. There's a lot of specifics we don't know. Kevin says the details in the Steelers are offering is a second, fifth, and a player to be named. Second and a fifth. I like the second and fifth. The 49ers do great in those mid-round picks. And a player to be named. That's the whole question. Who's the player? Is it Minkah? Is it Pickens, right? That's the key. That's the key for the 49ers. All right? Pickens doesn't block. Yeah, that's true. But you can't replace everything that Brandon Aiyuk has. You need a good receiver. So, any case, I will keep an eye on this situation. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. We will keep an eye. We'll be refreshing our phone. Got to go take care of some business. But, ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Aiyuk, he could be on the move today. He could be getting the extension. We don't know. Brandon Aiyuk watch continues. And you know what? I got to say this. If you're following on Twitter and you know the man, Pretty Ricky, who's been just some random with the dog as his PFP, dog face, he's been getting the scoop before Schefter, Rappaport, and all the big wigs, all the big people. Pretty Ricky he's been on this. I got respect, Pretty Ricky. Y'all have a blessed day. Let's see what happens to Brandon Aiyuk.